Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, YouTube. Today we're playing the Fire Dragon itself. Yes, you heard correctly. I want to show you how to play what I believe is currently one of the strongest champions. I've seen her multiple times and I only saw good outcomes with her. Yeah, and I want to show you some educational gameplay with Shyvana. What you should be doing, what you should be taking care of, how you should be playing, how you should be pathing, how you should be using the fundamentals, how to conquer. This, as always, the videos will be very educational. Also, if you're not playing Shyvana, you can just use this as a tool to conquer and climb. Okay, so for the runes, we're taking Fleet Footwork, Triumph, Legend, Haste. Then we take Cut Down for a little bit of poke, also with the Dragon form. With the non-Dragon form, it's pretty fine. There are some people who do take cashback here. Also totally fine. I prefer Magical Footwear, way more experience with this. There are people that take Jack of all trades. I also personally like Cosmic Insight more, and then you're gonna take Attack Speed 80 and Scaling healthier in this position. I think that Flash is better in all of those situations, so this is what I have to show you here in this picture. Alright. Now, what else do I want to show you guys? So, Shyvana is currently S+ on every single game. Okay, on Grandmaster maybe not, but if we go from Silver, S+, Gold, S+, Platinum, S+, Emerald, S+, Diamond, S+, with a very good sample size. If we go to all ranks, 54% win rate, while having over 1 million games. So this sample size is actually pretty accurate, or like pretty huge, because the bigger the sample size, of course, the more we can believe in its source, right? Okay. So what actually leads her to have that high win rate? What is my personal opinion? I believe that in the game in general, there's just way too much damage. And with a champion that has a poke or an very fast, clear of, how do we say this? Very fast, high-paced type of gameplay. You farm quickly, your ganks are very quick, your objectives are quick, because you're walking in, doing your abilities, and then getting out. And this is really strong in current meta, I would say. I also think that this build path, like you instantly stack Spear of Shojin, Leandri is really decent, and we're gonna take a look at it. I didn't play Shyvana myself, actually, for a long period of time, but I'm also curious myself how to go so. Alright. Okay. So, we can take the red one. You can also take the blue one. I don't think the green one is optional. I would always take either blue or red. Personally, I think red is better because you do always want to have the kind of poke with, oh, 1 second. You always want to have this kind of poke. Right, amazing. Fine and fixed. Okay. You always want to have this kind of poke with your E, especially with your dragon form and with the red, jungle item. So, yeah, it's really decent to have. Also, you just deal more damage. Blue one, as I said, is totally fine if you want to have a lot of more mobility, but you have with your W already a decent amount of mobility, so in most situations it's not even needed. Okay, we don't want to have a leash. In most situations, it's always the same case. We're going to go for Raptor start here. Taking the chicken and kiting it. Okay. We're not the fastest here, but we're pretty decent. We can use our E twice on those chickens, so we're totally fine to go. Yeah, gonna go Ruck second here in this position. Gonna insta-smite it, W, walk closer. What was happening? I think I got just body blocked from the small truck. Never in my life have I experienced something like that. Okay, Insta gonna use my abilities as fast as I can because I want them also to be back on cooldown. And look very closely how I kite it. I try to do it as optimal as possible. I want to use my E when I do my attack, so I also get it back. Okay, absolutely beautiful. Amazing. We're gonna go for full clear. What do you guys think? Why do I prefer full clear in this position instead of going for a gank? First of all, because I don't see that there's a gank optional. And secondly, which is the most important, Shyvana's her clear is like extraordinary fast, so you just want to focus on that primarily. And going for a gank is rather risky. Okay, we see Corki is missing right now. So we do have some sort of respect. I'm gonna go Grum first here. Also because I want my Grums to respawn first. Corki is still missing. We need to have respect for that. I assume Corki just put a deep ward. Riven goes for gank. Could be very promising here. We got Corki flash. He did survive it, but he's pretty low. I can also assume this to be warded. Nice. Well done from the Yasuo here. Alright. Emax. Also because when you have ult, it will deal the most damage. Diana has 24 CS, so what do we know? She has blue buff, she has red buff, so bot scuttle is still up. She's going for bot scuttle right now. Probably too late to contest that, but I want to stay until I have my chickens kill and my Crux again. And also go straight mid lane and help this Yasuo push. I won't be able to do much. I'm just going to get this one little minion here. Do an auto attack Q to get some HP trade. I just wait until my chickens respawn here. There's not a specific reason what I'm doing here. Besides waiting for my chickens to respawn. I didn't want to reset already because I only have 900 gold and there's just better ways of spending. Could have bought a pickaxe, which would be totally fine. But for sure, I believe it could be more optimal. And that's why staying here, going for chickens into Crux once again. Crux will respawn too. We're going to use our smite because we have 2 smites up here. Then we're going to reset and go back to wolves. Try, especially when you are below master tier, to copy 100% the things I do. Right now, I did not see... I didn't match the Diana throughout the entire game. And I'm already 37 CS, minute 4, 39. So you should be able to do the exact same in your games. Gonna go Darksteel here too. Look at my reset. I buy while I walk out of the base. I'm not staying in this base, as a lot of coaching clients do. I'm already very ahead of this Diana and CS. I do not need to go for this dragon. It's usually a bait for Diana, even though it's her passive, and you get a lot of stats with it. But you don't need to force it. You first take your camps, and then you consider whether you're gonna force it or not. Okay, we got a very decent items resets here. Wolves should be spawned any second. There we go. And because we cleared Grump afterwards, Grump will spawn then as well. We can consider to go for mid lane gank after Grump. Biggest fundamental from the course in the description. You can see the course where I explain all the fundamentals you need to do. The biggest fundamental is first taking your camps, then going for gank. And you will realize all the videos that I do, most of the times I played in the exact same way, where I'm just consistently ahead of the enemy jungler without them having a chance to play against it. And keep in mind, I also play cheesy, I also play aggressive, I also go for sneaky plays, but I just do it smart and at the correct situations, I would say. Really well done from the Yasuo again. Got another kill. I'm gonna just walk mid side to cover. And I assume because of the mid lane prior, I'm able to get the first dragon here to get also my bonus passive stacks. Now I cleared all my camps, so there's not a specific reason to stay anywhere. So I can just walk straight towards this dragon, smite E instantly. I have smite again in 15 seconds. By that time, the dragon is not done yet. So it should be very free to go for that as well. Okay. Diana's also pretty mad about this situation. Does happen. Finish clearing so. And now focus on your smite. Skull is gonna spawn. We see that as well. Gonna try to get the skull here too. I'm gonna put a deep ward on the blue buff here. Oh, that was a misclick. I wanted to put it over the wall. Always just get close to the camps. And as you can see, Diana is totally playable. Like, it's just important that you don't die on a stupidly greeding for the dragon. You see, I only went the dragon when it seems very consistent. And I'm not even rushing the grubs here. You see, I first get my chickens. Now I see, okay, Diana's bot lane. What do we know from that? What do you think, guys? What information do we have when we see Diana bot lane? Really nice communication from Yasuo too. We know that her chickens are up. Her chickens and her red buff, because she just has been bot lane. There's a reason she resets. I can also go for Grubbies here. That's totally fine with the mid lane pressure. But I prefer... Oh, actually, never mind. I think it's only her red buff that is up. Ah, it's only her red buff. I'm gonna get the red buff first. I also have my red buff spawning very soon. Need to be a little bit careful because Diana was some time already missing. I do have dragon over the wall if needed. Chickens just spawned, so they are right now. As you guys can see, like, Yasuo wanted to go for Grubbies right now, but there's no need to insta-rush it. You can play it slow, calm, thought through. Because in 1 minute, I will still have pressure over the situation. Unless the enemy support is roaming. We see Cho'Gath is bot lane, though. Keep in mind, grubs are not the way you win the game. The way you win is by being consistently in an insane position. Now I go for it. After I cleared the entire enemy jungle. Now Diana has an extremely fucked position. Gonna get the ward here, auto attack Q, so it's totally cleared. Gonna use my W. We see Diana now wanting to go for an invade. Should have some respect. We can consider to reset right now or going straight to the counter gank. I have my boots coming up at minute 12. I do understand why people take cashback, because I just don't think they were gonna have that many kill participations throughout that time. Okay, so you can path bot side here. I do assume that Diana takes my bot side right now, and I don't need to contest that. You see my CS, I'm already in a beautiful position. Now we see her right here. I'm just gonna danger ping. If my bot side dies, they die. That's just how life works, guys. You can't protect all of it. We got Dragon, we got Grubbies, we got Pressure, we got enemy jungle. We're in a perfect situation. We are scaling well. We can't stop bot lane as well. If you get flamed right now in this position, it is what it is. As I said, there's nothing you can do about it. We're trying to focus on the things we can do. And that is in this exact position to clear as fast as we can. And as you guys can see, I play throughout every single elo from Iron until Challenger. And in every elo, it's the same. Shyvana, please. Jungle gap. Why do you not? Why do you not? Why do you not? Why do you not? It's always the same. The reason why that is because there will always be lanes that are missing from your ganks, right? And they will be upset about it. Like, if I have bot side the entire time, then our Riven would be probably mad in this position. Okay, so right now this is a complete farming game, but that's exactly how we should be playing. Because our scaling is extraordinary insane. The moment we have a Spear of Zojin and our boots finished minute 12, and for the next dragon, we will be such an insane monster. Look at my CS. You are Shyvana. Your biggest strength in the game is clear. Is your clear? It's even stronger than when you play Hecarim, as an example. Even if this is down. Okay, this doesn't matter. I still have my ult. If Cho'Gath uses Q, I wanted to insta-ult the bush here. Now I'm gonna get the Crux, and then I can go for a play. You see how I'm consistently getting ahead in this position. I didn't need to force a specific play, you see? There just wasn't an option right now. Now I go for it, because I cleared all my camps. Gonna walk closer. Gonna use my ult. Auto attack Q. I can also go on Cho'Gath. I did expect that I'm able to slow the Jinx, but actually I'm not. I'm gonna walk towards the Cho'Gath. Just gonna use one Q. Get the assist. Boom. You don't need to force plays. You don't need to. You're in a totally fine position. Gonna walk close to the Jinx here. Gonna spy in her face as well. Bot lane wave looks absolutely amazing. Gonna look for an invade here as well. And again, guys, I'm gonna play throughout every single elo with all the champions that exist. I'm going to show you how to conquer. Okay, I'm gonna reset. I could be waiting for a little bit of a better reset. Could be more optimal here. I mean, it is okay. I can buy double book here. Now I'm gonna path right towards dragon. You see in this position, I'm getting my sorcery shoes. I just got my magical footwear. I got Spear of Zojin finished. I'm getting old soonish again. I'm level 8. Look at my CS. Look at my kill participation. I'm in a really insane position. Now I don't have prio mid lane because Yasuo's not in the lane again. So I'm not gonna go for the dragon immediately. I'm just gonna path through. We see the enemy support bot lane, so I'm not that scared playing aggressively here. And I'm just gonna instantly do enemy Grump. We didn't need to go for dragon yet. Do you see that Diana tries to go for the Grump as well? She goes for wolves. And if I went for the dragon, she would have killed me there. Just gonna walk closer, see what happens there. There we go. There she is. Boom, gonna use all my abilities. I didn't go for the dragon, as you can see. I just went for the enemy wolves. Okay, there's a fight. I did get hit by the Jinx. W, don't want to go through here. I'm just gonna wait a little bit with my ult. I did want to get the assist on the Jinx as well. Wasn't necessarily needed. Yasuo did an insane roam. And now you can say, yeah, Sinerias, I know if I had a team that follows me like that, I would also be getting wins. Brother, you would have died on the dragon. Most of you guys would have died on the dragon. Most of you guys would be doing the dragon. Then Cho'Gath and Jinx comes. Corki with the mid lane prio comes. And then you die in the dragon. And then you flame the Yasuo for not being able to protect you. What did I do? I did intentionally say I'm not starting the dragon. You can go backwards and take a look at it. I respected that Yasuo is not in a position to help me for a play here. and I waited and went to enemy jungle. If the enemies went closer to me or had a ward, which I would have noticed by their movement, then I would have respected and went out again. Do you see it? I'm 4-0, and by that time I was 2-0, 10 times stronger than this Diana, and my sentence was I would have respected her. So that's something you can take away here for sure throughout every single elo. Sometimes it's your turn, sometimes it's not your turn. I'm gonna take the mid lane CS. I'm not getting the cannon. For one little second, I was thinking about ulting for the dragon. Now, Grubbies is fine to go. You can go for Grubbies. I prefer taking my camps here first. It's a lot of gold, it's a lot of CS, it's 100% consistent. Even though this position Grubbies would also be consistent, I think it would even be better to immediately go for Grubbies. Now, okay, but what I'm trying to say is, let me tell you, if you play correctly, it will feel like you have a better team, even though you don't. Let me repeat that. If you play better, macro-wise, mechanically, it will feel like you have a better team. Because you wait until Yasuo has prio, and then you play with the prio, and then the entire game gets extraordinary easy. We're gonna wait for the blue buff, then take the blue buff, see when we have Liandry's, and as you can see, I can break it down to simple concepts. If you take the course on the description, you can climb to your elo playing it in a simple way, not complicated. As you notice for all my videos, there's nothing I struggle with. I just take my camps, look for gank, gank, I'm gonna kill them, boom. Now we see there's a ward, I'm gonna have some respect. We didn't see Diana yet. Now I don't think Diana could be killing me. I'm gonna walk closer here, see what is up. My sweeper ran out. Can I kill this Malphite here? Gonna looks very promising. I think I go ult over the wall here. Just instantly spit in his face in-game IRL. Oh! I actually didn't expect it this way. Gonna walk closer, gonna... maybe I need to be careful. This was... You see Diana bot then, so I don't need to be careful. It's totally fine. I could have thought about it. But Malphite can't get away because I still have flash and E. But I do think my E was just int. So as you guys can see, I didn't play Diana for Shyvana for a pretty long period of time. I didn't play it perfectly mechanically. But just because I understand the fundamentals, I explain all the time. And the macro and the mentality that is necessary. The general movement of the... Like, of how you kite camps, when you go for ganks. Like, all these things will lead to me... Without a problem, if I play Shyvana now, from Iron to Challenger, I would have again around the 80% to 90% win rate. And I would have no problem playing this champion Challenger, just because of all the disinformation. And if you pick up a champion that is generally speaking extremely strong right now, and if you follow all the fundamentals you didn't follow until this point, I am 100% sure that climbing will not be a problem. Here we have 3,000 gold, so we consider for a reset. We see Diana's dead, so I'm just gonna ult straight on the Corki. Gonna wait until he uses his W. Gonna walk closer until Toga uses his Q. Then I'm gonna spit in his face one more time. Then I'm gonna clear these minions here. Probably gonna go for my chickens and then going for a reset. Diana types GG well played because it's a huge jungle gap. I'm a perfect CS. My team spings me. Go mid lane. Use the Herald. Gank bot. And I'm ignoring it because I know what is best. That's the next thing you should be doing. You should know, with all the things that I teach, what is the best, and you should use it. And with that use case, with that usage, then you will decide whether you go for a play. You see, Zyra is not inting me for telling me to use the Herald here. But I'm deciding not to. As Escanor said, who's deciding that? The one who decides, guys, is you. You're the one that decides what you do with your champion, what you do with your life. Let me say that again. You are the only one in this world to decide what you're gonna do with your life. So this Zyra cannot tell you when to use your Herald. Hello. Okay, why did I buy Large Rod? Because it's just more like, it's just better gold spent. It's more efficient than buying sorcery shoes. I can buy sorcery shoes later. I want to get my Rabadons. I can also consider to go for the Mages here. And now the game will play by itself. I have 10 CS per minute. I'm 6-0. As I said, the game will play by itself. I don't need to ult over him. I'm just gonna get control over the mid lane wave here. Gonna push it slowly, make sure he can't poke me too much. Gonna E one more time. Hit him again. You see there was 2 E's. Totally poked. Gonna check if Wolf's up, and I think I'm just gonna ult at him right away. I'm not that scared. We see Diana is bot side and died now as well. I'm gonna get the tower here, then I'm gonna take the entire enemy top side camps. I'm gonna take control over every single thing I can. Gonna run away because Jinx is here. I don't need to go back and E-poke because it's wasting my time. I have no time to poke this Jinx. I need to get 11 CS per minute. I need to consume more. I need to take more. I need to take everything that exists nearby. You see the wave that is coming soon. Look at my Nexus. There's a wave walking out. I'm gonna take this wave as well, and then I'm gonna consider a reset. I have large rod, 1,250 with boots, with 2,050 gold I need on the next reset for the perfect reset. So I'm gonna take this wave as well and see if I have enough gold. We see two people on the map, Jinx and Cho'Gath. I'm gonna keep pushing this. Need to be careful. Now we see Diana, so only Malphite and Corki could be here. That is why I'm getting a little bit less scared. We have the perfect reset, exactly like we said, and boom! We insta-reset. We don't walk closer. We don't walk towards the scuttle. It's, again, one of the biggest... Yo, Habibi! Okay, my bad. I need to walk even further because it's getting a little bit scary. They could stop my reset once again. I did not expect it to be warded. You can also stay for Rabadons. That's totally fine. But I do want to have sorcery shoes. I do want to get this extra movement speed. It just feels absolutely amazing. If you get enough gold for Magi's and Rabadons on the next reset, you can go for it. You don't need to go for Magi's. As you can see, look at this. I'm 3 levels ahead of the Diana here. I'm 5 levels ahead of the Cho'Gath. Game is playing by itself. You see, I'm not even taking a look at what happens here. I couldn't care less. If my team is inting, it would be the exact same, and I will be winning through that. I can play with side lane, I can play with pressure, I can play with control, I can play with catches, I can play to carry. And let me tell you, look at this picture here. If you play it the way I played it right now this game, look at my picture here. Would you say that this is not fun? Would you say that this was a boring type of gameplay? I am saying the complete opposite. I am enjoying this so much. I'm 4 levels ahead. I'm 11 CS per minute. 7-0. I'm enjoying this so much because I am in a position where I am the one to decide everything. I can decide whether I want to get enemy chickens or leave it to the Diana. It's my decision, not the ones of Diana. And being able to be in control is the beauty of this game. Okay, we finished this as well. We see Corki top lane. I don't think the Riv needs me here. I think she's totally fine in this position. I'm gonna have an eye on her though. I'm just gonna use that control and push mid lane probably. Need to use my Herald now mid lane. I'm gonna push this, I think. My Herald will spawn by itself. Do Q here on her as well. Gets very, very, very low. Can also ult over the wall here, totally fine. I think I'm gonna do so. Just gonna check my damage. Gonna have E again in 1 second. It's not needed to play that aggressive. You can also just go back and get the next camps here. Holy shit. My goodness. Did you see how this Malphite exploded? Just because of Spear of Shojin, Liandry's burn, my burn, and enemies FF. Boom. Enemies FF. And let me tell you, if I will play the next game, if I will play the next game, and the next, and the next, and the next, I would always have the same outcomes here. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's gonna be hard for us. Okay, amazing. So, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. If I play the next games, I would again be 8-0, 11 CS per minute. If I play a game now in Emerald, I will be 10 CS per minute maybe with 7-0. If I really take it serious and fully focus and apply my fundamentals, not fall for a stupid trap, not greed for the dragon in a stupid situation, not greed for any other objective in a stupid situation, not invade when it's not your time to invade, not gonna go for a gank when it's not most likely gonna be a good outcome. Boom! You're gonna win 70 to 80% of your games. You, not me, you. I would have 100% win rate. You can get 70 to 80% win rate in your current elo if you do all the things I just told you. And with that, you're gonna be climbing. You don't need to win 100% of the games. You're gonna have 20 to 30% of the times where a team just hardcore into you and you just can't win. But in 60 to 80% of the games, you can win if you play better. Good luck in your games, guys. I wish you the absolute best. Much love. Take care of yourselves. If you want to improve as a player, you can DM me on Discord for coaching. I also accept crypto payments. You can DM me I would highly recommend to check out the course in the description. I wish you the absolute best. You can also DM me, by the way, to give so I can give you my personal opinion on what I believe is the smartest for you. I wish you a beautiful day. Take care, guys, and goodbye.